Hey, good morning. Welcome to Start the Day from Felixstowe on Sunday morning, the 4th of June 2023. We're here at Foxhall Stadium, just outside Ipswich, at our local area's biggest truck show. It's called Foxfest. It takes place here on this date every year. They had a miss last year, I think, because of, or the year before last, rather, because of COVID. But they're back in full force, and it looks like about the biggest edition of Foxfest that we've ever seen. The track here is completely full of big, good-looking trucks that work every day. Some of them are historic and don't work every day, but most of them work every day, and their drivers work every day, but they've been polishing like mad to try and make a really good show for you to come and see. The show is open now. It's just after 10 o'clock, and it will be open until around 4 o'clock this afternoon. They don't get too fussy about hours. There's plenty of interesting things to do. There's stuff to do for the kids, stuff to look at for the adults, people to talk to, and it's generally a fun time. I love it. I've been coming here since it started in 2017, and hopefully I'll be able to come a few more years. What I'm going to do is have a walk around the site, have a look at it all, and share that all with you. So let's have a little stroll and see what we can find. I have to tell you that when you clean the car once a month or so, you look at the trucks that these guys do and the jobs that they do to clean them up and to give them a really good polish. They look fantastic, some of them. Don't they look great? I hope you can make out all the details, because I think it's really, I think it's fantastic. Trucks with names. Morning.
Morning, you right?
Yeah, good. Trucks without names, all sorts of trucks. And one of the things that you see every time you come here is loads of people who will be polishing their trucks literally all day. This bloke is working hard. I love to see people work hard. And so do my audience. They think it's great to see people grafting away, because we're not. We're having a good time.
I'm just doing an impression of it.
Ah, very clever. I like that a lot. Well said, sir. These are smart, aren't they? I do like these ERL trucks. They're really well done up, aren't they? I like a bit more of a shot of them, because they're all similar kind of vehicles. A few different models in there, but they're all got a very similar livery, but in a different colour. I think that's clever, and I think that's a neat idea. Give us a bit of throttle. Give us a bit of throttle. That's alright. You're alright. Now that's a sound I know well and I quite like. That's excellent. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right. And I have to tell you, I quite like diggers as well. You're not allowed to say that, are you, at a truck show? But there you go. Some Wilson's trucks. Now I've been in a couple of those with the excellent Simon Wasp, who runs the show, or who started the show with his friends and colleagues. Some genuinely aged ones. That looks really smart, doesn't it? Like, look at that. There's a reminder of some real heroes there. Just going to have a look at the rest of this truck. Right, that's a smart looking recovery truck. My goodness me. Wowee. I think that's the smartest looking recovery truck I've ever seen in an increasingly long life.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Are you Smith?
I am, sir.
Well done, Mr.
With
Smith.
a THO, just to
Yeah,
confuse
I
you.
know, I believe that. But I think that's quite clever, and I think your truck looks fabulous.
Thank you very much.
There we go. Good bloke. Thank you, sir.
That's all right, mate. No worries.
So if you want an honest answer, I think this is just a great place to come, to be honest with you, to have a look at these trucks. They are fantastic, and they look fantastic, don't they? Brilliant. Oh, and here's a bit of a, well, she looks fantastic. This is a genuinely pretty ancient truck. It's an old truck, but it looks brilliant. Let's get back to the new ones, however. Look at these. Don't they look great? I think they look fabulous. Don't forget, if you get here before 4 o'clock, you can come in, have a look round, have a wander around the vehicles, have a chat with the drivers. They're all fairly matey, really. And more to the point, I think it's a really interesting day out. Looks, oh my goodness, do you know? Here's a brief story. Do you know that in my dim and distant past, we're looking back something like 52, 53 years ago, I drove one of those, not with that body, but with a big box removal body and with a straightforward flatbed body. That's a Thames Trader. They were alright for their time, but I have to tell you, I didn't like it in the end. There you go. Now, the only reason this place is clear is because, of course, it's the entrance to the showground. So I'm going to have a look around these guys, because I quite like vehicles like this. So let's say we are at, right now, we're at Truckfest at Foxhall Stadium, Ipswich. How do you like these beasts? Fantastic. American trucks, not many of them here. I think there's only these two massive things. Huge, aren't they? Peterbilts. Morning, gents. Morning.
Hiya.
Fantastic. Whose is it?
That's my one.
It's yours. What, that as well, or
No, it's one of my friends, that one.
can I look in the
Yeah,
house?
go on then. Mind your head as you're going, because it's slow.
All right, thank you.
But, yeah, I mean, I shoot
Let's
up
have a
to
peek
the
in
moon,
here.
and I come back.
There you go. And that is where an American trucker would live while on the road. Amazing. It's a bit low in the roof. It's got a fridge. It's got a little one-burner cooker. It's got a large cab. Big business, yes, in America, obviously. Truckers go out for days and weeks at a time. Many of our truckers in the UK go out for weeks at a time, but they don't have this kind of accommodation because the size of trucks that they're allowed to have is smaller than the size that American roads can take. There you have it. That's massive though, isn't it, hey? How'd you like that? Okay, I'll just try and escape from here without killing myself. Fantastic. I love it.
They've got these over in their country, and he said theirs are 800 to 1,000 horsepower.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
And let's just have a look in the cab. There you go. Look at that. Plenty of room in there. You can walk about. No, not really. But it's they're fantastic vehicles, aren't they? Big, huge things. We need them on British roads. A bit more accommodation for the drivers. A bit more comfort. There you go. So there you have it. So this is, I think this is a fantastic show here at Foxhall Stadium, Ipswich. I recommend you to come and have a look for yourself, because I really do think it's grand. It's something major to have a look at, and if you come and have a look up here, I think you'll have an interesting time. Okay, I'm Chris. This is Start the Day from Felixstowe, and we've just had a walk round at Foxfest at Foxhall Stadium. We'll have a few more stills later in the day of trucks I really rather like. But until then, I hope you enjoy this piece. See you soon.